What's up, guys? Okay, so this is my third attempt at this preview. So, um, since I've already gone on, long story short, I was nervous when it was announced that Thomas Vokoun was in net for the Penguins. I unfortunately did miss the game because I had to do other stuff. But when I found out he was in net, it made me a little concerned because there have been some times when the backup goaltender subs for the starting goaltender in the NHL playoffs and then ends up carrying that team further than the starting one does. Um, I know there was a goaltender for the Washington Capitals a couple years ago that helped them win at least a series, and then of course there was Cam Ward from the Carolina Hurricanes who sat out the first two games of the Carolina Hurricanes' first playoffs series against the Montreal Canadiens, and then Cam Ward ends up going in there, becoming a hot goaltender, and not only gets a big contract but wins the Conn Smythe Trophy and helps the Hurricanes win the Stanley Cup. So, and with the way Vokoun played tonight, I didn't see the game, but with the way he played tonight, it definitely shows that he now is the hot player on the team. He's playing well, and I know that he had experience with the Nashville Predators, so it's not like he's moving into a situation that he's not used to. So when I was following the game on my phone after the first period, I thought, okay, the Islanders are tied 0-0, and they're out shooting Pittsburgh 14-7. Then after that, just Pittsburgh's offense woke up, scoring three goals in the second period, and then the fourth they scored one more, and Evgeny Malkin got pulled. So he finishes, I believe it was 23 for 20 out of 27 shots. Um, Kevin Poland ends up coming in and faces four shots and saves them all. I think this series is going to be known for its shaky goaltender after it's all said and done. Because the Islanders goaltender has been pulled twice. You got the Penguins goaltender Marc Andre Fleury allowing 14 goals in 3 games and getting pulled from a start. Obviously, Thomas Vokoun is going to start game 6 in Nassau. So it's going to be now. Well, the Islanders were able to solve Fleury. Now they're going to have to solve Vokoun, which is going to be easier said than done. Um, it's good now that since we had a game against Vokoun, the Islanders now know what to expect at least. Um, However, the two things that I want to point out that are very good is the last time the Islanders played a game 6 in the playoffs, it was 2002. I know it was a long time ago, but they ended up winning. They rose up to the occasion. It was in Nassau, and the crowd was up and yelling and helping the team win and force the game 7. So there is that. And another thing is we've the last time the Islanders got shut out, it took them a while for them to wake up in game 2, maybe 10 minutes, but they were able to take a step back and find themselves, and they ended up coming back and winning game 2. So, and as I said in my previous video, we still have Pittsburgh, New York, and now we have Pittsburgh. So maybe the Islanders are due for victory, and that also makes me nervous. It's elimination time though. Props to the NHL for rescheduling this game. I unfortunately am going to miss Game 6. I'm actually going to the Mariners game that night, which starts at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Puck drops at 4 p.m. here on the West Coast, um, but I will be out and doing stuff, unfortunately, which stinks because the last time, because I mean, it's the playoffs. I don't want to miss it, but that's what's going to happen. That's what happens when you have season tickets to the Mariners. Anyway, that being said, um, yeah, I am nervous, but let's take it game 6, just game 6. Don't focus on game 7 yet. It's unfortunate that if we are going to win this series, we have to go back to the igloo. But it is what it is. The Islanders dug themselves a 3-2 hole. Now it's time to dig out of it. So um, again, props to Vokoun. I mean, in my opinion, this is just my humble opinion. I think the hardest job in sports is the backup goaltender. It's not like a backup quarterback or backup catcher, or because you're able to walk up and down the sideline or walk up and down the dugout. You're able to keep stretched out and that type of deal. Backup goaltender, you're sitting in a box until you are called upon, and then when you're called upon, you have to perform immediately. You don't have any time to warm up. You don't have any time to face any shots. I mean, yeah, you had pregame warm up, but you're sitting, not expecting to start. So props to Vokun. I'm sure he felt pressure, but let's go Islanders, and hopefully we can force Game 7, which will be on Sunday morning on Mother's Day. We'll talk to y'all later. Let's go Islanders, and let's go get Game 6. Everybody going to the game in Nassau. Got to be loud. Getting the Pittsburgh's heads, because without the win, our season is over. So talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching, and let's go Islanders.